I remember when I was part of the conscious community, we used to say this all the time. You are God. You are goddess. When I was part of the Nubian organization or cult, we would say, you know, you are God and you are goddess. And look in the Bible, it says in Psalms 82 verse 6, I have said that ye are gods and children of the Most High. In John chapter 10 verse 34. We have biblical scriptures to back what we set up as a Nubian. We used to go around as a Nubian and also as part of the conscious community. We used to go around telling black folks that they're gods and goddesses, and we used to tell them that, you know, we built the pyramids, we built up Timbuktu and Nubia. We did all of these things. We were part of the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I know what you're about to say. Before I say what I'm about to say, here we go, Langston. You selling out again. I'm about to unsubscribe to your old channel as well as your new one, because I can't tolerate this. I can't take this anymore. You can't take the truth. You can't take the truth that in reality we're not gods and goddesses. In reality, we weren't the ones that built the pyramids. We weren't the ones that built Timbuktu or Nubia. We didn't build Black Wall Street. We are a modernized version of those people that built those great monuments. We are a hybrid, a GMO version of them. It's just that plain and simple. It's not complicated. Like, let me give you an example. If, let's say, a pharaoh in any dynasty that you want to, you know, pull up, 30th dynasty, 2nd dynasty, whatever, right? Let's say a pharaoh was resurrected in 2019. You know who he would deal with? It sure wouldn't be the conscious community. It sure wouldn't be the Nubians. It sure wouldn't be the 5%ers, the Moors, etc. You know what the pharaoh? You know who the pharaoh would deal with? Your so-called boule. Your Obamas, your Oprahs of the world. That have money. Because in order for you to say that you are God or goddess, you gotta act like one. Overall, you have to show and prove. I remember when we used to teach class. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Nubian, we used to teach class from Sunday from 1 to 6 p.m., right? I'll never forget it. The main teacher, he was my age, main teacher, right? He used to teach class all the time. I mean, every now and then I would jump in, I would chime in and teach a little, right? But he was the main teacher, right? He had a hole in his shoe. How are you God and you are teaching class with a hole in your shoe? I remember, man, when I was in Nubian, and even when I was part of the conscious community, I would speak that goddesses, and we built the pyramids and this and that and so forth. And guess what? Guess what was my method of transportation? A bus, the public bus. In other words, how are you saying that you are a god and goddesses, and you don't even have the finer things in life, and it has nothing to do with materialistic things? I'm not being materialistic, but it's just the truth. You don't have to have a Mercedes Benz, but you have to have a car. In other words, you have to be responsible. In order for you to be a god and a goddess, you have to be responsible for self. That's why I stopped calling myself a god. How can I? How can I call myself a god and I still shop at Whole Foods? How? Answer me. Answer me. How can I call myself a god and I still shop at Kroger's to get my produce? How? Shouldn't God be planning his own food? Shouldn't God be in control of what he eats, what he puts inside his body? How? How can I say that I'm a god when I can't even deliver my own child when she or he comes into this physical realm? How? How can I say that I'm a god? And how can you say, sisters out there, how can you say you're a goddess? Well, we have to clock in and clock out. We're not entrepreneurs. We work for someone. We have to answer to someone. Does God and a goddess answer to anyone? And that's the point that I'm making. How can you say that you built the pyramids? And it's 2019 and I don't see one pyramid being built. And I know what y'all Nuwaubians is gonna say. Oh, we had pyramids in Tamaray. That was wood. Wooden pyramids. Wood. And in the inside wasn't even nothing in it. Period. And to my understanding, you learn how to build those pyramids from the white man. So the first pyramid that was built on the land was built by white people. Oh, don't want to talk about that. You observed what they were doing and you copycatted. Don't want to talk about that, right? You have to earn. It is a privilege for you to say that you're a god and a goddess. You have to earn it. You can't just walk around talking about you a god and a goddess. It's just like you can't walk around saying you a cop. You can't walk around saying you a doctor, a lawyer, and you don't even know how to do any of those professions. You haven't went to school for it, none of that. You don't even have the experience. And it's funny how the conscious community, or should I say, the broke community, screams out that they're gods and goddesses. And the people that rightfully should say that they're gods and goddesses don't. Like, and you're gonna get upset when I say it, but it's the truth. Like Tyler Perry. He has his own studio. He built his own studio here in Atlanta, Georgia. And he's employing black folks. Employing black folks. Saving black folks' lives. That is the true Pharaoh of this day and time. Oprah Winfrey, you can hate her or love her, but guess what? She built schools in Africa. That is the true Hatshepsut of this day and time. It sure is not you. Yeah, you think you doing something big because you wearing dashikis and beads and you wearing costume jewelry. You're a character acting in a play. These people are really on the ground doing real work. Period. But you a god. You a goddess. No, you're not. Stop lying. Stop fooling yourself. Stop playing yourself, for real. You playing yourself like J. Rudy Damager used to say. You playing yourself, yo, for real. Off the rip, you're not. What have you done to become a god or a goddess? Straight up. What have you done in the community? What have you built? And it's just that plain and simple. Straight up. There's nothing complicated about it, man. It's really not. As a Nuwaubian, man, we used to say that we were 144,000, that this man, Dr. Malachi York, came from another planet, planet Risk, right? And Dr. Malachi York used to say, you know, we the Anunnakis, we're the children of the Anunnakis, we're the gods, we're the goddesses, right? Why is it that he, whether, you know, he molested those children and did this or did that, I'm not going to even, you know, topple that subject, right? I just want to know, why is it that out of the whole organization, he was the only one that was a real God? He had money, regardless of whether you want to say it or not. He owned that land, 435 acres of land in Edenton, Georgia. But within his congregation, we walking around talking about we gods and goddesses, and we ain't got nothing. Nothing. You want me to answer the question? Well, basically, we wanted to give him all our money. We wanted to push and promote him. And I hear the Nuwabians saying the same thing that I used to say back in the past. Well, the master teacher said this, the master teacher said that. No. What do you have to say? What do you have to say for yourself? Think for yourself. Think for yourself. That's what a real God would do. That's what a real goddess would do. I don't want to hear about Marcus Garvey. And I'm saying, no. Let me take that back, because I know how y'all misinterpret what I say. I don't want to hear about Marcus Garvey, far as like the things that he's done in the redundancy. You know, Marcus Garvey did this, Marcus Garvey did that. No, what are you doing? Learn from him. And now that what you learn from him, tell me what you're doing with that information, with that knowledge that you learned from Marcus Garvey, from Malcolm X, from Elijah Muhammad. Other than that, you're just regurgitating stuff. Well, you know, Farrakhan said such and such and such. You're bigging up everybody else except for yourself. But then you turn around and say within the same sentence, yo, I'm a god. How? How are you? When you worship another man. How? I'm just trying to understand that. This is the reason why I walked away from the conscious community. This is the reason why I keep on making these videos, because I just want y'all to understand that it's about you. It's about you. And once you learn that it's about you, once you understand that it's about you, then that is the first step to becoming a god and a goddess. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, I want you to share the videos, I want you to comment, I want you to do all of that on the new channel as well as the old. Until then.